On today's Saturday Doobie Feature, we will be talking about Showgirls. So get your dancing shoes on.
Oh, and take some other stuff off.
That too.
Debatable.
I thought we were going to naturally just find
We're doing Showgirls today. Yeah. I don't know why, but we are.
Listen, it's before your time, Byron.
1 year, right? 95?
Oh my God, you were born a year after this movie came out.
Yeah.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Anyways, Saturday Doobie Feature.
For those who saw it and enjoyed it.
Welcome back to the Saturday. This is the reason you were conceived to this movie, I bet, Byron. This is the Saturday Doobie Feature. I'm Justin.
No.
I am Derrick.
And I'm Byron.
As you can see, we are avoiding talking about the 1995 classic Showgirls. Because, listen, I brought this movie to the table, and I want to apologize to everyone.
The only one that brought it to the table, by the way.
Listen, if anyone's bringing it to the table, that would be Elizabeth Berkley. She brought a lot to the table, and she left it all there, and that's why we're talking about it today. The from the TLC Collective in Toluca Lake, the Toluca Lake Collective. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Platinum OG.
Platinum OG.
Byron's hitting on that right now, and I think he's just hitting that to soothe his feelings about this entire experience.
Dealy Buddy.
I hope you didn't watch this with your dad or anything, Byron. I hope you weren't. You have the Dealy Buddy over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dealy Buddy hooked it up with their newest Dealy Buddy
Watching it with
incarnation. My personal spirit animal and totem. I love them. I love them. I love the smoothness and the way it hits. And I could probably write poems about it if I wanted to. Maybe if you want me to, tweet at me.
It's easier. It's much easier than a bong to hit. That's for sure.
Yeah. You can hand this to a person. They know what they're doing.
Too.
It's easy. I can hold on to this. It's my prop.
Wait, can you put ice in it?
Yeah.
You could put moonshine in this. You could put anything you want. You could put...
Moonshine
as
hits,
some of our viewers in West Virginia can attest to. So listen, Showgirls is a real movie. It's a movie. It's a whole movie. If you can grade this movie on one thing, it is all of it.
It's a whole lot of tits and ass.
Before, how do you...
And other than that, nothing.
It comes from a real pedigree. This movie cost $45 million.
Are you serious?
This movie, you could get 3 Crazy Rich Asians for the price of this movie.
It didn't even make 45 back.
Can I have it?
No,
and
it only made $37.8 million.
It almost made back that initial investment.
Money.
Can I see that?
So it lost money.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of the word.
That's hard.
Can I get the ash catcher grinder?
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to work. It's supposed to work the other way. You waste a certain amount of movie, you show it, it's good, and then it makes more.
We were talking about this earlier. I'm not sure what the pitch was. I don't know if they were like, how about porn that's more expensive and harder to get? And they were like, I don't know.
But how can we show it to a wider audience and get away with that?
Joe Erstaz is the writer responsible for this movie. In interviews, he said that he was inspired by those big MGM musicals, which is really funny because the only songs are the songs they dance to in this movie. But he was inspired by this is the modern West Side Story. We're gonna retell strippers with a heart of gold, with hearts of gold, multiple hearts of gold,
and cocaine.
I would say.
No, what this movie is really about is about a hard-working gal trying to make her way through the patriarchy. And listen, I'll say it, guys, because. There's a lot of...
Yes, okay, we know strippers are hardworking, yes.
No, but there's a lot of evil dudes in this movie. Kyle MacLachlan plays an evil dude in this movie.
We're not talking down on them. We're talking down on the movie, man.
I know. And it's not... Paul Verhoeven, who directed the movie, because you can team up on me all you want. This movie has stood the test of time. Paul Verhoeven directed Basic Instinct... Going back through the time, it was after that. Starship Troopers. At least he came back from this with Starship Troopers. Maybe Starship Troopers wouldn't exist without Showgirls.
I'm not for sure.
Nah, okay. I'm pretty sure you just
RoboCop
had it down.
The point is, he makes pretty eclectic movies, and this is, if you can call it one thing, it's a movie. A lot of escalation.
Yeah, I'll give it that. It's a movie for sure.
I'll say the only bright spot in this movie is that.
Okay, I feel like I'm being too harsh. Sorry, Justin.
Yeah, you just got back from Vegas. Is Vegas still like this? Is there still a big? Is there still a big focus on this whole Showgirls dancing thing?
Not
Boobies.
necessarily.
I'm told. I don't
Not necessarily. I didn't really get to explore like that. So I went with my family. So
had a good
it
old
wasn't a
time,
party
just chilled,
time. So
you know.
yeah, but I didn't see any strippers. So
I mean, so yeah, you're going out. Vegas is a family establishment.
exactly.
You're going with the kids. You're hanging out by the pool. It's not like I've never been to Vegas, and there's been these like multi-million-dollar stage spectacles. Like the shows in Showgirls are so hilarious. I think because like they never show any acting. It's only dancing. There's like a volcano exploding in the background. Everyone's doing flips and shit.
Fireworks.
And their nipples are everywhere. And like I just don't understand. Here, I'm passing this along to you guys to soothe the pain.
Please.
Elizabeth Berkley put up a lot for this movie. She came off of Saved by the Bell. A lot of people turned this movie down. Jenny McCarthy turned this movie down. Drew Barrymore turned this movie down.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't turn much down at that time.
Turn this movie down.
Yeah, but Elizabeth Berkley said,
sorry.
"This is my shot." She said, "This is my shot. This is my opportunity." Yeah. And I think she really gives it her all. I mean, this is like the original Tommy Wiseau. What?
I feel for you.
Listen, I hope she's watching because I want her to know that I'm
not talking shit. I just really feel for you. Like, just the wrong choice on that one.
This movie goes dark places too. This movie shows a lot. I think it's funny that this movie comes out, 2 years before Boogie Nights comes out, and really like makes this like classy, genre-bending attempt to like explain the human rationale of like the sex industry and all that, which is I think what Showgirls was trying to do. I think like they were trying to. They said that Paul Verhoeven and the writer interviewed 200 strippers from the Las Vegas community at the time, which sounds like the stickiest casting couch I've ever heard of. That sounds like the worst excuse to pick up chicks in the world. Like we're making a movie about. I think what happened is they were implicated in so many crimes after that. They actually had to make the movie. They were like, if we don't actually make this movie now, people are going to say that we were just,
my question
Weinsteining it up.
If you've interviewed 200 strippers, why such a horrible script?
I think the script is pretty comprehensive, though. It's like something we were kind of touching on last week with Batman. It's escalation, though, Byron. It tells a story. I feel like I'm like the professor of the class, and all I'm teaching about is Showgirls.
Like, I just want to hear it from a fan's perspective. Like
escalation. She starts out from a small town. She comes in. She gets picked up. The movie starts out with bad shit happening to her right off the bat. She's dancing in the club. There's a lot of fun characters. She meets that guy. She's like dancing with the other instructor guy. I just mean, the movie has a lot of plot and a lot of different feelings and a lot of true emotions inside of it. It's just horribly captured with this
it does have a nice arc.
It looks like
that shit happens all the time, and I'm so sorry. Like.
No, this movie looks like a 90s Taco Bell. Like, it's like, got
like a
that
90s horrible Taco Bell
veneer of, like, aesthetic, if you can call it that. You know,
you know what? Maybe seeing some tacos, and they have burrito, but still, like, they went to go get burritos, I guess, but I guess seeing tacos would have made it better. I don't know. Taco Bell.
If tacos were in this movie, it would have been better, you guys. This movie's like a cult status movie now. I was saying Elizabeth Berkley is basically like the first Tommy Wiseau. You know? Oh. Well, you know what? Wow, out of all the nice things I said about it, that's what gets you guys? Really?
That's disrespecting Tommy.
Look, this was distributed by MGM. Maybe they saw something in it that
they were like, let's
Byron
throw a
didn't.
bone. Let's throw a bone to the Skinamax crowd. You know, there's a lot that's iconic from this movie. I remember the poster. I remember seeing that box in like a Blockbuster back in the day, being like, I'm not allowed to see that movie. I wonder what's in that movie, you know? And then actually seeing it, and there's like horrifying rape. Yeah.
Look, I don't know what Glenn Plummer was thinking either.
Come on, Glenn, get it together.
You know, you're a world-class actor.
Gina Gershon, world-class actress, bully of the century.
Right?
Everyone just.
But she played her character well. It was just in a bad setting, you know.
It's kind of the problem.
I think everybody just got put in a bad setting for Showgirls.
I don't think anyone showed up to that set every day and said, "Let's make a terrible movie." I think everyone tried really hard. I think everyone said, We're investing the money. We're doing the hair. We're doing the makeup. The costumes. There's so many costumes in this movie. So many costumes.
60%.
Versace costumes. Gucci costumes.
Versace? It's Versace.
I don't know.
from
Wow.
It's
Versace.
from yeah.
Wow.
References. Showgirls. The point being.
Look, man, what do you guys think? Is it Versace or Versace? I don't know.
Listen,
Versace.
if you're an underage kid and you're watching our
Hey.
show, it's probably on Amazon Prime still. You got that going for you. I'm saying maybe you got some other things to
It was
work
on
around.
Prime?
No,
Yeah,
I actually,
that's how I saw this movie. It was on
You did?
Amazon Prime.
I actually checked today and it said it was no longer available.
Oh, sorry
I
guys.
found some weird French
You might have to go
version,
somewhere else
and
on the
then I had to
internet
do some
from-
weird
for
shit,
your-
some subtitles, and then I don't know.
You might have to go to another website for your nudity and sexual images. I don't know where.
Look, Showgirls reminds me of a
can't afford
movie
it.
I used to watch when my parents went to bed, and the lines went like
The
this.
Derrick show. Oh, God. That's what I'm saying. It's about as sexy as one of those when the image was just right, and you had that like green overlay on the screen,
and
you're like,
oh, I saw a titty. Oh,
I see
yeah.
that. I see two round. Yep.
What was that?
I
a
don't
titty?
think
I don't
anybody's
know.
gonna complain
I felt like
about
sometimes
that,
like the gyrations were like
seriously.
what knocked it into the image. It was like he
Yeah.
was like, ooh, and then it like got clear for a second, and then
Oh man.
this is all these kids don't understand. It's so easy. You guys got X videos in your pocket. You know, you don't know what it was like back in the day, and that's why some people felt it necessary to produce this movie.
For kids like us to
Oh,
watch
man.
Elizabeth Berkley.
Listen, I will watch Elizabeth Berkley dancing on Kyle MacLachlan while Gina Gershon
Well, I
gives
mean,
him
she
the
was
eyes
like-
and touches herself
Look,
all day.
To be honest, she was
That shit was
really
crazy.
hot, and you know she was kind of popping at the time. She was
Man,
in
they-
Saved
I'm
by the
not-
Bell. Everybody knew her name,
Mm-hmm.
and you know 9 actresses turned it down. I mean, fuck, a lot of actors.
It
and
was nothing
actresses
but an
turned down movies,
opportunity.
but,
It was
yeah.
nothing but an opportunity, and sometimes in life, the opportunities that you're given do not pan out the way you think they're gonna. That's just some life fact for you guys. I'm sorry. Had to drop some knowledge on you guys.
You gotta keep on
Hey,
going, keep on pushing.
Sometimes you
Onward.
make Jaws. Sometimes you make Sharknado.
But why is Showgirls not Sharknado? Because they didn't have to trick anyone to be in Showgirls. They had to trick the cast of Sharknado to be in Sharknado. It's a true fact. You know, I like my true movie trivia. The people in Sharknado tried to leave the filming of Sharknado, but they had already signed their contracts and it was too late. And
feel like-
everyone in Showgirls showed up to make a good movie.
Did they show him the script?
I don't know if that's better. Or,
I don't think
was
they
it, like,
showed him.
the
I think
day
they just
of?
showed him like partial parts of the script and like just sold him, I guess, under like a totally different concept.
I would believe that.
hey,
Tara Reid
before
believed a
anything
lot of
else
things.
happens, like, subscribe, tell your friends.
Yeah.
You know, if you like what's going on, just let everybody know. Okay.
Sit around with your buddies, get your dealy
Smoke
buddy.
one with us while we're doing this. You know?
You see, buddies, buddy, dealy buddy, promo codes. Check the description after you subscribe. After. So, thank you guys, Hollywood Redux. Thank you guys, Derrick, Byron. You're my faves.
Thank you.
Just Gentile on Instagram, Justin_Gentile on Twitter. There's no graphic anymore. I just like holding my hands here.
Sorry, it's gonna be @ _ the
Oh
Derrick
my
Scott.
god.
Derrick Scott, Twitter,
Nigga,
Instagram, the same thing.
My name is Byron @ _Lord B. And that's a wrap.
_ it. Till next time. See you later.
Peace.